It's about 8:30 in the morning on the last day of November, November 30th, 2023. And it is a Thursday. And it's been raining a little bit this morning. I get a little bit of a break right now, but it's going to rain all day. It's going to be wet and miserable. Not like a ton of rain all at once, but just like, a quarter inch every hour, an eighth of an inch every hour. So just enough to make things wet and, So I gave him 2 sections, partially because I don't want to be out here when it's raining in the evening. And also because the side-by-side tears up the field when it's wet, and so I like to avoid using it. If it is especially muddy conditions, I might just, walk out here instead of taking the side-by-side because I don't like putting tracks in my field. But anyway, it's about 50, 55 degrees, somewhere around there. It's warm. I'm wearing a jacket. I probably don't need to. What else to talk about? One of the signs of soil health is if you have insects and birds in your pasture. And it seems every day when I drive through the pasture, there's a flock of birds one place or another. The goatweed apparently is a food for several types of native species here in the area. So I might be feeding a lot of wildlife with the goatweed. I don't know how many, but I do see a lot of animals. 21 is super fat. Oh my goodness, 21. How do you even walk? You're such a fatty. That's a good thing. It's good to be fat as a cow. Number 10 is decent. Look at her muscles. My goodness. Yeah. 24 is my runway model. I've said that several times before. She doesn't seem to put any weight on. Her triangle's full. It's just she's not putting on fat. I'm not entirely sure why. Probably parasites or something, but I'm trying to do everything naturally here and see what happens. If she hadn't given me a good calf this year, she'd probably be at the sale barn already. And I'm wondering for her sake if I should just put her in the sale barn. She'd probably do well on feed. She's probably one of those cows that needs feed. So, and there's Metal Tag. There's a couple more animals back there. Let's go catch up with them. My pants are soaking wet. They're not going to get any more wet. You can see that the cows are already leaving tracks in the soil, which is a sign that the soil was already damp to begin with. We really didn't get much more than a quarter inch. So, and if I were to confine them to a small area all day, they would probably tear up that field and turn it into a mud pit. The problem with that is the grass doesn't come back as quickly. You have to wait a couple of years before the grass will come back. So it's just not good. Anyway, that's another reason why you want small cows. It's because they don't tear up your field as much. So, speaking of the breeds of cows, I'm running these because I'm still learning, and they seem to be doing okay. I'm going to taste that bull, and if he's any good, I'll keep running him. If he doesn't taste very good, then I'm going to start investing in either a South Pole bull or a couple bred heifers. Hopefully one of them will give me a bull, and or something like that. The idea is I want to replace my herd, and I want to do it kind of on the cheap. I have time in my favor. I could just sell all the cows and then go buy a bunch of South Poles. But I think some of these cows are doing pretty good. That's a Brangus right there. Brangus is supposed to make the best meat. So, better than the Texas Wagyu, which is a cross between the Angus and the Wagyu. 21, not only are you fat, you have a big head. You have big bones. See, 21's a beautiful cow. She really is beautiful. And if all my cows looked like 21, I would be on cloud 9. She doesn't like to be touched, though. I would be on cloud 9. Look at that rump. She has flies. you know. So I'll taste that calf, and if he tastes any good, then I'll probably keep running these cows. I just let the genetics do some more mixing here. And if he doesn't taste that good, then I'll start looking to invest in other cows, bringing other cows into the herd, changing the genetics. I do like the idea of the South Pole. And Greg swears that what really made the difference in his operation was when he started getting the South Pole cows. That the cows that he had just weren't adapted to rotational grazing. And he says that no matter what he do, what he could have done, it probably wouldn't have made a difference. So you need the right cows, you need the right techniques, right? Those two things have to go together. The wrong cows and the right techniques doesn't work, and the right cows and the wrong techniques don't work. So you have to put them together, you know. So, but hopefully, you know, the other thing I was thinking too is if the cow's born on the land and has only ever known rotational grazing, do they perform differently than cows that have been, you know, raised on a different farm with a different technique? You know, and that's something that maybe the cows that have been doing this their whole life, maybe they just have better gut bacteria or something. I don't know. So I kind of want to see how my calves turn out. All the calves are doing pretty well. There's none of the calves that I can really point to and say, I don't like that calf. It's not doing well. You know, the only thing that I complain about is some of them are bigger than I want. You know, but anyway, that's kind of where I'm thinking with the genetics. All right, guys, you have a great day. Take care and bye-bye.